Hey everyone, it's March 30th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share with serial killer Ivan Jerome Hill, known as the 60 Freeway Killer, who murdered at least 9 victims in Southern California beginning in the late 1970s. And that is him right up there. Born in Los Angeles in 1961, Hill was among 5 children growing up in a troubled household, with his mother frequently suffering beatings at the hands of his father. As the oldest boy, he also took frequent abuse from the man, often being whipped with belts and tree branches for minor infractions. On Christmas Day in 1968, his father shot his mother in the face. Luckily, she survived, but took him back. And you think your friends stay in relationships too long. A few more years of abuse followed before she finally filed for divorce in 1971. His only escape during this time were frequent trips to his grandmother's house, but she would take the kids to the local funeral home to look at dead bodies. As a teenager, Hill attended school in Pomona and excelled in sports, even being named captain of his high school football team. But he turned to drugs as a junior and started engaging in criminal activity as a senior, losing all interest in school, instead preferring to spend time robbing liquor stores for easy cash. He was caught after a robbery in Glendora went bad in 1979 with an accomplice killing a clerk. Glendora, by the way, is home to the world's greatest donut shop, the Donut Man, where they serve these amazing strawberry donuts, and you should go get one. The gunman received a life sentence, but Hill cooperated and was given a short term, finishing high school and starting college while the legal process was playing out. His brief stint saw him released in the mid-'80s, but his time behind bars wasn't rehabilitative, and as an ex-con he had trouble holding on to work, typically only finding short day labor jobs. He turned to crime once again, picking up a conviction for theft in the late 80s that saw him incarcerated until 1993. Once again, he faced a bleak job market and found himself being convicted of yet another robbery in 1994, this time being sent away for 10 years. During this time, DNA evidence testing had advanced significantly, and authorities were using it to look into cold murder cases. As a prisoner, Hill was required to submit a DNA sample, and that's when his true horrific behavior came to light. He was matched to multiple murders in Southern California during the brief times he wasn't in prison, with many of his victims having been dumped along the 60 freeway, thus earning his moniker. There were positive matches to evidence in 6 cases in 1993, with his MO being to pick up a prostitute, get high, sexually assault and strangle them, then leave their bodies on the side of the road. After one of his murders, Hill called the police to taunt them, but they didn't know it was him until he was caught by DNA years later. Luckily, they were saved, and recordings of his phone calls were presented at his trial in 2006, including one where he told a dispatcher, "I did it again. What's this, number 5, number 6? I forget, but she's there." Calling back a few moments later to add, "Y'all better catch me before I kill again." He was convicted of 6 murders at this trial, being given the death penalty, and later confessed to 2 more murders in the 1980s. Hill currently resides on death row at San Quentin, where he was likely to be held for the rest of his days. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so you can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Ivan Jerome Hill, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.